All right, Jason here from Septic Tank.co.uk. I'm searching out for a soakaway today, and I don't know if you can see this, but I'm in a glorious bluebell wood. It's amazing, and the house is just over the hill behind me, and the soakaway that they've got here is apparently, allegedly, discharging down into a private woodland. So I'm just having a look to see if I can find out where the soakaway is. If I'm puffing and panting, it's because I've just climbed up a hill. Why am I looking out for a soakaway? Because on the 1st of Jan 2020, all the rules and regulations are changing in this country for septic tank owners. If you've got a septic tank that is polluting unintentionally onto your neighbour's land or in a brook or a stream or a watercourse, then from the 1st of Jan 2020 they'll become illegal. And so many people now are relocating their septic tanks or their soakaways, or they're putting septic tank converters in to make their septic tanks legal. So yeah, you're joining me now live on site looking for the soakaway, and I'm in the neighbour's wood now where the soakaway is. I find that on these jobs many people don't know where their septic tanks and soakaways are. Oh, it's just beautiful in here. Let me have a look. All right, so if you want free help, you want free advice with your septic tank, then just go to septictank.co.uk. I will be more than happy to give you free advice and help with your septic tank and soakaway system. Let me just have a look here. Oh man, this is so beautiful. Really is beautiful here today. Oh, these bluebells are just gorgeous. Can you see them behind me? It's just a field of bluebells. Well, they said that the septic tank, the soakaway actually, not the septic tank, was somewhere going down the hill. So let me just have a look, see what we can see here. Let's have a look. Oh, listen to those birds. Okay. Right, well, I'm going down the hill certainly now. I have found the soakaway. I don't always find the soakaways, to be honest. They're normally really well hidden, but let me show you this. Can you see it? Or let me go right behind it. If I go behind it, there's nothing coming out of it, by the way, but it's probably a good thing because, oh, can you see it right there? It's probably a good thing because, oh, they'll probably be taking legal action by now. So the neighbour would, there you go. So there is the soakaway. What a strange place. What a strange place to have a soakaway. So don't forget, I mean, a lot of this woodland that you're seeing behind me is probably relatively new. What I mean by that is probably like a coppice, something like that. And so when the septic tank was put in, I don't know, let's say 50, 60 years ago, a lot of this wood wasn't here, and it's grown subsequently, grown since. I mean, the pipe isn't obviously 50 or 60 years old, which shows me that the clay pipe has obviously at some time just collapsed or stopped working. But this soakaway is obviously pouring down when the effluent comes out of here, it's obviously just going to run straight down the hill here onto someone else's property, onto someone else's land, and that can literally cause some horrible legal problems. Because let's say I owned this particular wood. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. It could even be a conservation order on here. I don't know, but it's just beautiful, right? And so let's say I was the landowner, an awkward neighbour. I could say, look, you know, you've got raw sewage coming into my wood here, and you know, it's polluting the wildlife, polluting the you know, I got kids and stuff. We come for walks in here, and they could just literally take you to court. Obviously, they could put an order on here, but the point I'm making is that isn't the case. That's just you know, obviously the neighbour's okay with this as long as they fix it. But the point I'm making is, on the 1st of January 2020, soakaways that discharge into watercourses or wildlife conservation zones, woods, other people's land, right, they're going to be banned up and down the country. And that's causing a lot of anger. It's causing a lot of frustration. It's causing people to worry, to become anxious. Well, the reason I've made this video is because obviously I like to show you what I'm doing on site, looking for septic tanks and soakaways. That's part of what I do. I've been doing it for 20 years. I consult for the Environmental Agency and UK building regs. I actually teach building control Section 8 of the building regs, so I'm well versed in that law. And I help people with legal problems like this. As I said, over the brow of the hill there is the house, and I'll actually liaise between the two parties here and put a solution in place to relocate the soakaway, or another option which I haven't put to them, but I'm just saying, maybe would be a septic tank converter, and that would turn all the liquid that comes from the septic tank into clean, safe, clean wastewater, and then that would literally just put rainwater into their woods. But I don't know if the people that own the woods here, you know, would consider that. But anyway, I can put a couple of possibilities to them. But anyway, the septic tank ban is, it basically means that after the 1st of Jan, you'll have government officials, I don't know whether, in what capacity, whether they'll make a new, have a new office for government liaison officers, or whether they'll send people from the Environmental Agency out or what. But if they come to your property and they find that your septic tank is polluting, they'll ban you from using it. They'll then give you the option to repair or replace your septic tank. And lots of misinformation about this at the moment. People think that septic tanks are being banned across the board up and down the country. It's not true. It's just ones that are a pollution risk, right? Lots of companies using this misinformation to scare people. And so in the sense of, they'll come and say, oh mate, you know, it's illegal, your system. You know, you give us, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15 grand, and we'll replace your system. And so they're scaring them into submission. Lots of sites are doing that at the moment, if you go on the internet. So my advice to you is, you can either, I'm an independent septic tank consultant. You don't necessarily have to replace or repair your whole septic tank system just because the soakaway is going onto someone else's land, or it's going into a ditch and it's a pollutant at the moment. You don't necessarily have to replace or repair your whole system. There are cheaper legal alternatives. So just beware. If you're going to get some quotes, get 2 or 3 quotes from individuals, and try and get the quotes off independent sewage consultants who are not in the pay of companies, or companies that install day in, day out. That's their living. You know, they're heavily biased to, yes, they'll replace your system and they make it legal, but it may not be necessary to do that. That's the point I'm making. If you want an easy way to make your septic tank compliant and legal before the 1st of Jan 2020, go to septictank.co.uk and download yourself a government compliance form. Now, a government compliance form is basically a form that it's a template that you can get in building regs that actually will tell you, it's a template that the government have made, and they've left certain bits of it blank, which outline and will tell them what system you've got, the capacity of that system, how often you maintain it, how often you empty it, stuff like that. So when the government officials come round, you can hand it to them, and it'll just save a lot of red tape. It'll also save you thousands of pounds when you come to sell your property, because the solicitors representing the people buying your property will ask you for a government compliance form. If you haven't got one, then they can legally knock the price that you're asking for your house down by the cost of the quotes that they've got to put a new system in, because unless you've got some kind of legal document saying what system you've got and the condition it's in, it's just hearsay. So it's called a government compliance form. You can get them free on septictank.co.uk. Download as many copies as you want, and put one in your kitchen and your utility room, and lodge one with your solicitor. I'm just having a look to see. I thought I saw some works here of no, it's an upended true root. Looked like some kind of air vent or something. But anyway, yes, so there you go. So thanks very much for watching this live broadcast. It's great being on site. I love septic tanks. I love helping people. So yeah, if you want free advice, free information, and you want me to help you, which I'd just be glad to do. Won't cost you a penny, just giving me a ring or getting a septic tank compliance form. Won't cost you a penny to visit septictank.co.uk. But if you do that, I'll try and give you as much free help and advice as I can. All right, speak to you soon.